Hello, Western 251. I thought I should touch base and consider the lecture that would have happened the Monday after spring break. We were going to talk about interdisciplinarity and how your classes connect to one another. So, since most of you are probably stuck at home, probably a lot of your spring break plans did not come to fruition. So your routine is probably becoming a bit of a rut, and things are probably starting to blur together in your life, in your classes, and your attempts to do classes online. And as these things are blurring, it might be a good time to think about your education from an interdisciplinary perspective. I know, I'm biased. It all comes back to interdisciplinarity because that's what I'm supposed to be telling you about. Western is individualized. You're handling the individualized part. We're trying to help you understand how it all ties together. So, the question perhaps is, how are your classes? Or perhaps more accurately, how is your perception and your interpretation of the material being presented by your classes connected? How do they overlap? How do they integrate? What do they say about one another? So, for example, when you're doing your political science homework, do you find yourself thinking about issues of sustainability, social justice, history, calculus, sales, religion? Do you find yourself trying to find ways to understand the material of political science from the perspective and viewpoint of your other classes? When you're doing your biology reading, do you find your mind drifting to odd tangents, connecting that material to Shakespeare or sedimentary rock and geology or marketing principles? How does biology relate to sales? And there's plenty of pharmaceutical sales reps out there that are asking themselves that question day after day. How can I connect this information to something having to do with some aspect of someone's life to make them understand and want to buy the science, the chemistry, and the biology behind this? How does this chemistry impact their biology to make their life better, right? When you're studying for your history exam, do you find it odd when you consider writing your next short story about Napoleon? Or drift off wondering about the psychology of the first explorers, right? What did it take to sign up to go on a cross-Atlantic, transatlantic voyage in a ship to explore new worlds, right? So when you're doing history, if you're just doing history, and if you're doing biology and you're just doing biology, and if you're doing English and you're just doing English, you're doing a disservice to yourself, right, and your education. Now, more than ever, we're in this globalized and connected world. I mean, hell, I'm talking to you via technology. I'm at home, you're at home. But here we are together in our respective homes, connected in some ways more than any people in the history of the world. Kind of sad, kind of scary to think about. But anyway, this goes beyond human connections. This has everything to do with information, right? And information is power. How do we utilize, interpret, access, communicate this information, right? What are you doing with the information that you're getting from your different classes? What can you do with it? How can you integrate it? How can you connect it? How can you translate it to other things, right? Now, more than ever in the history of the world, is the time to be thinking in interdisciplinary ways, right? To be able to understand the complexities, the intersections, the entangled nature of our very existence, right? Our problems, both personal and societal, all of it comes back to understanding how these things connect together. And in turn, for us to have any hope to be able to face these problems, to be able to face them in a way that cultivates growth and cooperation and understanding and any semblance of a future for mankind, requires the ability to make these connections and to think in an interdisciplinary manner. So the next time you're doing your Canvas work for history, consider your other classes and how they connect. When you're reading your biology, consider your other classes and how they connect. Anyway, this is less rambling and less tangential and less shouting and less cursing than I probably would have had we actually met on Monday, but you get the idea. This is what we would have been talking about, so consider that, and feel free to post about it in your next weekly post or in a past one if you're still trying to catch up. Regardless, I hope that you're doing well. Let me know if you need anything. Give my best and my love to your family and your pets and anyone else that you think would care about my love. I know that none of you do, but that's fine. I love you anyway, and I hope that you're doing well. All right, talk to you later.